Okay. Welcome to the mentorship meeting, guys. First, I will actually give you some updates, what exactly is happening in the market, and then we will talk to you about what we can expect in the coming days, and how do we look at doing our portfolio sizing, what kind of thing we are supposed to do. We'll look into that. And if you have any positions and you have any questions on that, we will take on that. So first and foremost thing, let me tell you, we were talked about this. If you remember, for this week, we had talked buy on dips till it is 17,650. And if you see today, as long as it is holding that, it was okay. In fact, breaking that, it came down, and later we had talked about 17,500. That should hold for this week. So now today it will anyway hold it, because that is very important level, and it's going to hold this. But what has happened today is not good. Whatever has happened today is actually not looking good, because see, what has happened is this looks like a false breakout, whatever has happened right now. Okay, see, look at this. For the last 3 days, we are in this particular range. Okay, and we did a false breakout. Now I think it is a false breakdown also. Anyway, we still don't have any scope. Currently, what you need to understand is below this is a sell, above this is a buy. Till then, nothing doing. That is below 17,400, you can look at selling. Above 17,700, 750, you can look at buying. Till then, nothing doing. It is actually going to, it can go in either direction. Okay, and if you look at Bank Nifty, it is still looking stronger. For Bank Nifty, till we hold 38,000, there is nothing that we need to worry about. Okay, and let's see. Bank Nifty is still showing some strength, but Nifty is actually showing a false. It has actually definitely given a false breakout and sorry, breakdown. And if you see here, there is one more thing. I was talking to you about this trend line. It has come there. It has actually tested this and again got rejected. So this is very, very important level now. Until unless we won't go above 17,750, market is more likely to be on the sell side only. So Nifty is definitely looking weak. Bank Nifty somehow is still okay. But again, this is like a shooting star, what has happened, which is not good. So tomorrow, by any chance, we open below today's low and start going down, that is actually not good for the market. So market right now is looking weak. So preferably we should actually not, we should keep our positions as low as possible. On top of that, look at this. VIX has shot up like crazy, almost 8%. And this has happened only in the last 1 hour. Okay. Till then, it was not much. It is only in the last 1 hour, it has shot up like anything, which means that there is a lot of selling which is happening in the market, which is not good. To see about 20 weeks, if it is going, it is not good. We may start seeing more selling coming in. If you see, it took so much of time to go up, and within no time it has come down, and now it has been taking resistance. So there could be some good amount of sell off which can happen in the market. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let me actually take your questions. I will, then we will actually do the training part and all we will do at the later stage. See, for today, we may still hold 17,500 and 39,000, but it is not looking good. Okay. So I can take your questions. If you have any specific questions on your any positions you have, or anything else you want to know, you can actually go ahead and ask me. We can actually talk about that. If any of you want to get unmuted, you can let me know. I'll unmute you also. So currently, see, we were actually expecting that it is going to break out. but it has not done. Okay, Umang, yeah, go ahead, Umang.
गुड आफ्टरनून सर।
Good afternoon.
सर आंध्रा पेपर में पोजीशन है अभी।
कहाँ पर?
आंध्रा पेपर, आंध्रा पेपर।
आंध्रा पेपर। आंध्रा पेपर में पोजीशन है। आज का जो बनाया है ना, ये अच्छा नहीं है। तो ये हम बोलते हैं बेरिश एनगल्फिंग, ये एक्चुअली नेगेटिव संकेत है। तो देखो, जब तक इसके ऊपर नहीं आएगा यहाँ पर बाई नहीं है। और आज का जो लो है इससे नीचे चला जाता है तो डेफिनेटली निकल जाना है, क्योंकि ये रिवर्सल का संकेत है।
तो सर आज स्क्वायर अप कर सकते हैं क्या?
बेटर है स्क्वायर ऑफ कर दो, क्योंकि अभी तो ये हाई पर है ना। ये कहाँ पर 52 वीक हाई पर के आसपास है या ऑल टाइम हाई के आसपास है?
ऑल टाइम हाई है सर।
ऑल टाइम हाई नहीं है।
नहीं नहीं, ऑल टाइम हाई पे नहीं।
ऑल टाइम हाई नहीं है, 52 वीक हाई है। बट यहाँ पर देखो, देखो हो सकता है कि फिर से एक बार आ सकता है आपका। एक्चुअली ये पोजीशन जो है ये स्टॉक में है ना?
हाँ स्टॉक में है सर, इक्विटी।
इक्विटी है ना? देखो, अगर आपका लॉन्ग टर्म का नहीं है, आपका खरीदारी कहाँ पर है?
सर 332 के तीन सौ
हाँ, तो
तेईस
ये
या
एक बार
25
आप
के आसपास।
निकल जाओ। एक बार निकल जाओ, फिर से नीचे आ सकता है, फिर से बाद में एक्चुअली आपको फिर से मौका मिलेगा।
ठीक है सर।
प्रॉफिट में है तो निकल जाइए।
ओके सर।
ठीक है। 17,700 सी। सी better actually don't hold CE, because market is not looking, especially Nifty is not looking strong, and there is a false breakdown, sorry, false breakout, which is not good. Okay. And until unless it is not going to close above 17,750, market it should be avoided from the buying side. So ITC purchase 430 CE, that is too much out of the money. ITC is where? ITC is somewhere around 315. So if you are talking about 430, that is too big, Anand. Better to exit, because it doesn't make any sense. It will not give you any move at all. See, if at all you are supposed to take, it has to be somewhere around 320, 330. I can understand. 430 is too big. CUB, what you have done, Krishnappan? You have taken CE. You have bought. Okay, it is already doing good. Are you buying or you want to buy now? Currently, I would not suggest any buying, because already it has moved up a lot. Currently, what happens, the risk reward will not be that favorable. See, long term, it is okay. Long term, it is okay. As long as it is going up, you can continue to hold. But if you are looking from the trading perspective, I am not actually sure you should actually take any fresh positions, or if you have positions, I think these are good places for booking profits. Swing trades, see, whatever stocks I give you, if they are actually doing good, if they actually end up positive, it is swing only. Whichever stocks I actually talk to you about, they have been very important, and we actually look at that very strongly only. Only if there is any breakout, then only I am giving you. Equity segment also I give you, no? All those stocks which I am giving you, you can do it in equity. Cash segment. 320, okay. On 320, is it? Okay. Look at this, it has gone below 500 also. Not looking good. Okay. Market is definitely looking weak, guys. It is definitely looking weak, but okay, VIX has cooled down. What happened to VIX? VIX suddenly cooled down from 20. Okay. So let us see what actually it will do. See, what has happened is, for us, we have been trading between 520 to 580 levels. Okay. So that is where it has been there. Below that, when it has gone, it has moved higher. Okay. Now, above that, it has gone, it has actually come down. So it is actually still here only. Okay. So let us see what it is going to do at this point of time. Nothing to be done. We need to wait. Okay. Okay, ITC 320, you are saying. One second. Let me see what is happening with ITC. See, ITC, see, it has the potential to move higher. The only challenge is it is currently, the problem with ITC is it will actually, see, 320 is exactly where it has actually taken resistance. See, tomorrow, if it starts moving up, it is good. If that doesn't happen, we need to be careful. Because see, currently what is happening is it is definitely overall trend, everything is good, there is no problem. But it is actually somehow having a problem here. It is trading, right? There is a possibility it may calm down a little bit. But if it starts going above this, everything is fine. So at this point of time, trend, everything is okay. But see, today, whatever is the low, we need to actually, we need to hold this, guys. We need to currently, let us look at this 310, 311. Okay. So as long as we are in this range, is there any gap here? 311. No. See, as long as we are in this range, it is okay. But I generally, they could, especially ITC and all, is not very good from the options or futures perspective. These stocks are actually good for investment. These are not good from the trading perspective. So from trading perspective, you should rather look at stocks which are giving good moves, like metal stocks, banking stocks, automobile stocks. Those are ideal for us. Here, liquidity will also be a big issue for you. Even if actually it moves there, it will take a long time to come there. Then actually your premium would have come down to a large extent. Axis Bank exited. HDFC Bank goes up above 1,500. One second. HDFC Bank. See, currently the problem here is preferably not hold anything at this point of time. The problem is here, if it had actually started moving up, it would have actually been definitely good. But at this place, it has actually going down. This is not good. So I would not suggest to hold things, because things are, see, what is happening is lot of stocks which were actually a breakout stocks have actually started getting back into some kind of a sell mode. So see, Adani Ports, let me tell you, there was a breakout here. We took a trade here. We made big profits, almost 5% it moved. The very next day, there is a false breakout. I told you about Adani Ports. Look at this again today, also big fall. I think Adani Ports is going to fall very heavily in the coming days. So what is happening is lot of stocks are actually having the same thing. It gives a breakout, and the very next day it is actually becoming a false breakout. So be very careful. Market is actually behaving at this place. Since it has moved up a lot, it is better that we need to be very, very careful here. Trident. Okay, you purchased a 37. Trident. Okay, look at Trident. Okay, see if it is a long-term stock, it is okay. See here, it can come till 2024 also. We had talked about this because it has actually moved up a lot. So from that perspective, it has all the potential to come till there. But if it settles here, I don't know. Let's see. As of now, it is looking okay. See, if it starts going below now, if it starts going below this 35, it can still go further down. So see, this stock will take a long time to move on the upside. So if you are looking at any momentum kind of thing, it may not come. And here there is a gap down also. Uh, Not looking that great at this point of time. See, overall, the structure, everything is okay, but this stock has moved up a lot. Since it has moved up a lot, see, if you get an opportunity, you can definitely exit, uh, probably at a cost or so. But if you're looking from the trading perspective, this may not actually immediately give you any major moves here. Because see here, there was a, if you look at this, there is one gap down here, there is one more gap down here. This is not looking good. So in that case, slowly it may start coming down and start going down only. So our actually purchase price which we are actually recommending is somewhere around 2024. So which means almost another 50% down move is possible here. I am not saying it will happen, but it is quite possible. It all depends on the overall market. Adani Green, too expensive. Adani Green. One second. See, the problem with Adani Green is the valuations are overstretched. As of now, see, as long as it is going to hold this 2290, you can probably hold. Okay. If 2290 breaks, then actually it is better to move out. Okay, that is something you need to understand, especially here, because if that holds, then probably there it may come back and test this. If that doesn't do, okay, let us see here. It has made, okay. Okay, this has made something like a cup and handle. It has come back. So, okay. See, if see you can hold this with this 2290 as your stop loss. Because if this cup and handle breaks on the upside right now, then there could be a good move. There could be a good move on the upside. Now we need some big volume here, and we need to start moving beyond this level. In that case, there could be a big move. If that doesn't happen, then actually it is better to exit out of this. Structure looks, see, the structure of the stock is definitely very good. Okay. And the only thing is it has been overstretched a lot. Let us look at 3000, 1600. Okay, this has corrected also. I think it's okay. As of now, it looks okay. The only thing is you need to keep this as a stop loss and continue to hold. It can move higher. What about MOL? Bought around 123. MOL. What is MOL? Which one you are saying? This one, right? Make Money Organics. Not heard about this stock. Okay, let's see what is happening in Make Money Organics. Okay, this looks like an IPO stock, right? See, IPO stock, the problem is there will not be much of a data here which we can actually decide on this. So currently it looks more like a sideways kind of a move. And whenever we see the results, it has been coming down only. Look at this, whenever before the result, it is up and then it has come down. Here, if you see before this result actually the price has come down. Overall structure is not looking that great. It is sideways at this point of time. But big volume has come and after that the price has corrected, which is not looking good. So I don't know about have you seen the earnings? How is the earnings and all? Is the earning is okay? I think it is okay. But if the earnings is not good, I think it is better to avoid this stock. Yeah. Because see, generally what happens in an IPO stock, you need to understand one thing. What happens is if the overall market is doing good, IPO is happening, then there will be, if the valuation is fair enough, then there will be a good movement on the upside. But if the valuations is overstretched, then actually there will be a good amount of fall also which is going to come. Like what we have seen in Paytm and all, no, there is big fall in these stocks. So we need to be very careful when you are trying to choose something on the IPO side. Because IPO side, we don't have much of a data to back out also. Okay. So any other stock? Anybody else has any other questions? Any of you have any other questions? Any of you have anything which you want to ask? Work farmer. What is it? Work. Okay, this was a good buy volume. After that, it is not able to get much of a sustenance. 1 second. So if I have to look at this, let me come back here. It's almost at quite a low here. I think it's a fair valuation, whatever is there here. It has already gone down quite a lot. So from that perspective, see, it will take quite a lot of time. You can look at this more from the investment perspective, not from the trading perspective. Here, this is a good volume. Here, there was one more volume. Here, volume was there, then actually it came down again. Still, it probably needs more time to sustain. I think it is still not actually probably made a bottom. So, see, it could be more of an investment stock, but on top of that, still it has not been able to show anything which, let's see, overall, if I have to see this, 1 second. From the trend perspective, it needs to start moving above this, then only we can actually assume that there could be some better change in the trend. Short term, probably okay. Still, actually, nothing much we can discuss because there's no much of a volume also here which can substantiate. but valuation wise looks okay. I need to go and check the fundamentals. How is actually the what do you say, the earnings and all doing? But looking at the overall thing, it is not actually anything great which I can see here at this point of time. So preferably avoid it. That's what. If it is a very long term thing, you can actually look at it. Bandhan Bank. Bandhan Bank. Okay, Bandhan Bank is looking okay. See, overall, actually, banking stocks are okay, but the thing is here in the Bandhan Bank, it is just in this range. It has just moved out of the range. So if it can sustain that, then there could be a upside. But again, if you see, we are almost near the all-time low kind of thing. If you are, what kind of thing are you looking? It is for the investment sake or trading? From a trading perspective only, you can look at this. Investment. I am not very sure. Doesn't make any. The chart is not looking that great. From the trading perspective, if it can sustain about today's high, it can move higher. If it starts going back down, it will again become, it will come back into this range. Uh, Prime Group, is that Venkat Reddy ji? Prime Group, huh? Prime Group. Which one is that Prime Group? I'm not getting it. Long-term share recommendation. See, Piyush, it all depends on how long-term you want to wait. Long-term always look for, according to me, if I have to talk to you about as an investment, I would suggest you to buy something more on the IT stocks. IT stocks are more preferred because, see, now it has gone down a lot, but majority of the time, if you see, IT stocks don't go down much, but when they go up, they go up crazily higher. So IT and pharma are something which will be ideal for a long-term investment. The major reason being, if you see their revenue model, it's very strong. If you look at the revenue model, one drug is actually discovered, they actually make a billions of dollars out of this. And similarly in a software, they if you look at in India, IT softwares, whatever is happening, it is more service. So personally, there's no much of a investment done by the parent company here. Sorry, it's not done by the company here. It is majorly done by the company who is actually giving the projects. So those are all actually $1 million, $1 billion contracts which are running for 3 years, 5 years, and all. So from that, IT is actually a much preferred thing. IT and pharma will be much preferred. And now, if the recession and all are going to come, no, so there will be more outsourcing which is going to happen. So IT industry is going to be more benefited because of that. And pharma generally is more of a evergreen kind of thing. Now there is actually a little bit of more slack. There is nothing much is happening there. But it is good as an investment. You can keep investing and keep it aside. It can actually do good in the long term. Okay. Have I answered everybody's question? Is there any questions which is unanswered? Okay. Okay. If everybody's questions are answered, then we will actually just do something on the training perspective, which I was trying to do about your investment. So we were talking about how much to allocate for. See, if you are having 1 lakh rupees of investment, you should be more looking at investing at least 70 to 80% of the money purely into direct equity. See, if you are talking about equity, you are putting in the cash segment direct stocks. Okay, if you are talking about anything into futures, options and all, it should not be. See, irrespective of whatever is the thing, it cannot be more than 80%. More the money you get, you actually increase it to 90%. Okay. You may keep cash aside, that is different. Okay. What I am saying is don't put more than 10 to maximum of 20% can go to F&O. Okay. Not more than this has to go to F&O. F&O should not exceed more than 20% because these are all leverage positions. Now, what happens in a leverage positions, the problem is all of them will have an expiry date. There is a time limit for that. And in that time limit, you may actually, things may go against you. And when things go against you in that time period, what happens? Your entire thing will actually come down very badly. You will lose a lot of money. Getting it? So from that perspective, you should preferably invest very less in F&O. You should be more or less investing maximum in equity, and currently it is better that you sit tight with because if market is going to correct from here, I think it is better to sit with cash, wait for a dip, then you can start buying. So what I suggest is make a list of some stocks which you want to buy, and whenever there is a dip you get, you can start accumulating those stocks. See, what happens is, what I suggest is you should have not more than 5 to 10 stocks in your portfolio. Don't have too many stocks in the portfolio. It is very difficult to track. So the best is having 5 to 10 stocks in your portfolio. Out of these stocks, see 50% of the stocks should be some big, strong companies. It should be something which is more of a large cap companies. It could be something like a Reliance, Infosys, TCS. It could be something where you don't have to worry, irrespective of what happens to the market. Let our Nifty go to 8,000, 9,000, it goes down, doesn't matter, because these are the stocks which can actually provide strength to the market, right? So these are the high market cap stocks. These are the large cap stocks. Put maximum allocation in these stocks. Okay, at least 50% has to come here. Okay, so your mid cap and small cap should not be more than 20%. Okay, not more than 20% should go to a small mid cap or small cap. Don't put too much of here. And if you are looking at any penny stocks, not more than 5%. Okay, penny stocks, if at all you are doing, it is not actually more than that. So you can actually have some cash in hand so that you can always do it. So don't actually put too much of investment into these penny stocks. Mid cap, small cap, what happens is when the market falls, no, they fall much more rapidly. So that is the challenge. So ideally, I would suggest you not more than 5 to 10 stocks. See, 20 is max. Even Warren Buffett will not actually use more than 20 stocks. So from that perspective, what you need to do is make a list of these stocks, and whenever these stocks are coming down, you have to go and put money there. So keep money aside for that particular stock, whatever you wanted to invest. And whenever that actually happens, you have to start looking at investing there. I hope you are able to understand this. Getting the point, guys? So any questions you have? So the allocation should be maximum in these kind of things. So if I have to pick up stocks, no, ideal stocks will be your, so you can pick from different segments. My favorite pick is going to be from IT and pharma. IT and pharma are the ones where I am more interested. You can pick from other stocks also, no problem. But see, even the new age technology stocks are going to be definitely good. Only thing is, it will take a little more time for them to start giving you something fruitful. Like for example, Zomato, Paytm and all. See, the challenge with these stocks is they are already highly leveraged. That means they are not making profits. Okay. So from that perspective, the valuations are extremely stretched. So, but they will all get a fair valuation over a period of time, and then actually the valuation there is more in terms of the growth of the company. It is not from the point of view of only the profit and loss, because these companies will not be able to produce profits. It will take a long time for them to come back to break even and then actually to become into profits and all. So if you look at Amazon is one of the highly valued companies, right? They were actually in loss for very long time. So that doesn't matter. See, the business model what they have is very, very strong. And from that perspective, these companies are going to be definitely doing good in the coming years. Valuation wise, they are actually going to be definitely becoming attractive. See, if you talk about Paytm at 2000 rupees, it was definitely expensive, but somewhere around 500, 700 rupees, it is actually relatively cheaper. Zomato also was somewhere around 150 when it had listed 120, 150. It was expensive. So at the valuations currently, which has come down to 50, 60 rupees, it is still okay. See, but you need to look at a longer term perspective for this. Minimum 10 years, you need to have a perspective. Then these stocks will give you a good result. Okay. So from that perspective, you can start looking at it. Okay, so I've been mainly trying to talk to you about what are the different portfolio sizing you need to do, how much you need to allocate, what kind of sizing we need to do, everything. We are recording this, and for all the people who are a part of our community who are actually joining our paid program, right? This will be shared. I will probably share this entire thing itself so that all of you know what actually happens during this mentorship program. See, the mentorship program is meant for a one point solution kind of a thing, because you need somebody to guide you. Because when I started the journey, it was very, very lonely, it was very difficult. I was not knowing what exactly to do. I had so many questions. There was nobody to ask, nobody to answer that. Right. So from that perspective, only this mentorship program has been done. And there are a lot of things for us to learn. Right. I am also personally learning a lot. And this is an ongoing journey. And from that perspective, I wanted to make something very, very affordable so that anybody should be able to join this. So what are we going to do here is weekly once we will have a session like this. In this session, I'll be taking up a topic which you are all looking an answer for. Right now, the answer which I was trying to give you is for how much should you allocate funds, how much should go for equity, how much should go for F&O. Number one. Number two is, if you are buying and investing in the stock portfolio, how much you need to allocate and what kind of stocks you need to pick. So those are the things which I have actually discussed here. So if you have any specific questions on that, you can ask me here. Any specific questions you have, you can go ahead and ask me here. See, what I will be doing here is, guys, this is the kind of live sessions which we will be having. You can see, whoever is not able to attend the live sessions, you can definitely come back and you can definitely come back and ask me specific questions. Stock specific, yes, we just completed that, Dinesh. We had taken all the different stocks of different people and we discussed on that. Yes, Sangeet, what you want to say? You want to say something? I have unmuted you.
Perfect. Good evening. So I'm still confused how I can select the strike price.
How you can select what?
Strike price for an option.
Strike price for an option is, see, currently where are we? We are at 17,500. So what I have told you, if it is 17,500 on an expiry day, I told you minimum 2 strike prices below. See, when it started, we were around 17,700, right?
Yeah.
So from that perspective, 200 points below, which means 17,500 is something which you can pick. You can pick 17,600 also. 17,500 would be much better. That is what actually I had told you.
Yeah. All right.
Clear?
Yep.
Okay. One more question.
Thank you,
One
Ram.
minute. Yeah, DMart is something which you are asking. See, DMart is good from the investment perspective. Don't look at from the trading perspective. From the investment perspective, these stocks will keep doing good. It will, see, it may not actually come down too much. It is something which can keep moving up, but investment perspective only it will actually help you. From trading perspective, it will not help you. From trading, avoid it. If you are looking for investment, you can continue to go ahead and investment. See, whenever it comes down, you have to look for investment. Don't worry about anything. It is 4,000, it can become 10,000 also. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you here, guys, so what all things can you expect out of this mentorship program? Number one is, every week you will have this 1 hour session where we are going to have, one is Q&A. You can ask me any question. I'll be answering all your questions. It could be stock specific, it could be anything else you want to ask, you can ask me. Number two, during the same time, we will have something which is a knowledge session. You can actually request for any specific thing, and if that makes sense, I will be actually using that in this knowledge session so that you learn about this. Okay. Number three, every day as you are getting the videos, every day I'm actually doing some 4 stock. I am actually picking, I'm analyzing those stocks. I'm showing you where can be the entry and exit. Along with that, I'm also giving you my view on the index. So one day in advance, you are getting the view for this. Okay. On top of that, you are also going to get live updates. So live updates you are getting on the WhatsApp or on Telegram, whichever we are going to pick. On top of that, I'll be actually making this interactive. You will all be actually put in a separate group. Okay. And where you can directly talk to me in the live market. If you are having any problem, you are not able to understand XYZ, whatever it is, you can actually interact with me live. So if you look at this, all these things you are going to get, plus much more I'm actually going to start sometime in the near future. Okay. Option strategies with limited loss and limited profit. Okay, we will see that strategies and all. We will look at what actually can be taught. A lot of things we will be actually doing it every week. We have something to do, so we will work on that. What can be done, what cannot be done, we will see. See, strategies, how much I can cover. See, strategies, lot of strategies we are doing it in the our mastery programs. If you are part of that, I think already strategies are there. So if you still have some issues, we can actually specifically address that. Okay. So if you look at this, all these things are actually happening here, and probably I'll be adding few more things in this so that it is more attractive. So do you feel this is actually going to make sense, or you need something specific? You can ask me, we can actually discuss on this, because these are the things you will be getting. And for this entire thing, you can see for what actually I am doing this video in English, Hindi, because some of them want in English, some of them want in Hindi. So if you look at this, I am putting at least nothing less than 3 hours of effort before the market, and in the live market anyway I am putting in effort, as you can see. So there is a lot of effort which goes here, and for this entire thing, what we are charging is actually bare minimum, because we wanted to keep this as affordable as possible. So we are doing this entire thing for just 999 per month. So tell me guys, if there is anything else you want here or anything you feel that this makes sense, what exactly you are expecting out of this, let me try to understand here. You have anything specific to ask? You can feel free to ask me. I can allow you to unmute yourself. You can actually unmute yourself. We can discuss on the portfolio part. We can discuss on the portfolio part. This live interaction, whatever we are doing now, there you can ask me questions. We can talk about the portfolio, what actually you want, what you have, how we can improve on that. Everything we can discuss there. Okay. Anybody else has any specific questions, guys? If you have anything to ask, you can go ahead and ask me. If there's nothing else,
Hello.
I think we can wind off.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, can you share me this recorded session, sir? I just now joined.
Yeah, that we will be sharing in the group there.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, Dinesh, tell me.
Yes, sir. So I just wanted to know when this is possible, when this kind of interactions will start
Weekly
regarding the
ones we will be
portfolio.
doing in this group.
Okay. So the agenda for the next session will be decided and it will be done accordingly.
Yeah, we can discuss as long as actually it makes sense. We can actually start working on that. There are a couple of things which I have to anyway do, something on the risk management, something about how to do hedging and all. So these are some of the topics which are going to come, and there could be many more in the coming days. As and when it happens, we will be doing it.
Okay. It will be nice if you can include something in the option strategies. If you.
That's what I will
Yeah.
be talking something on the hedging part. No, there we
Yeah.
can actually talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine, please. But just a small request that when this session is being held, before that, kindly include the agenda, what is going to be covered, so that we all
It
know
was
what
done,
is.
no?
Yeah. No, in this interactive sessions, what all the topics will be covered.
Yeah. That will be done.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Thank you.
See, for all of you, the recorded things will also be shared, so you can actually go through that after that also. But if you are supposed to attend, you can actually attend it. There you can ask direct questions.
Sir, one more thing. From past 3 days, you are sharing lot of information through WhatsApp. After end of this program, like 999 the structure. So can we expect that similar kind of knowledge we can get it and we can do ourselves?
See, the purpose is that you should start doing on your own, but that may take time. Everybody is different, right? Some of them will be able to get the things beforehand. Some of them it will take time. Even now, I am actually a part of many of my mentorship groups because many of where I have actually undergone programs. Because see, there is a lot to learn. Every time I actually learn something new. So from that perspective, I am more interested to keep on learning. So this is an ongoing learning. I am personally learning. I am also ensuring that you people also have an ongoing learning here, experience here.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, anybody else has any other thing to ask, anything to know?
Sir, can you give us something on Bajaj Finance?
Yeah, something on Bajaj Finance means you want to buy, you have already
I'm
what
invested in
exactly
it.
is the thing?
a lot invested in it. So would like to know, today it's gone down quite a bit.
See, Bajaj Finance structure wise is definitely good. Stock wise, it is good. The thing is, what happens is it from the trading perspective or investment perspective?
Trading perspective.
From the trading perspective, okay. 1 second. See, currently there could be a little more downside to it, but here this was definitely a big breakout. So since it was a big breakout, somewhere it should come and take some support here. So let's see where it can take support. See, it may take support anywhere here. Second. See, this is a very strong support, which is 6,870. If you are getting somewhere around that price, that will be good. Somewhere around 6,800, 6,800, 900 range, when it comes, that is a place where we can look at buying. At this point of time, better not to do anything. Possibilities, it may come down a little bit, and there we can probably look at buying. Only when the support is being taken. At this point of time, the possibility is very high that it may come down a little bit. Right now, see, for the last 2-3 days, this is the low. That low has been breached, which means that there is a breakdown. So there could be at least another 100 points, 200 points move on the downside. So we are looking at least at, as I said, no, 6,800, 800 to 900. That is what we are looking. So 100, 150 points downside we are seeing here in this particular stock at this point of time.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, guys. Anybody else has anything else? Tax angle. We can talk about that. We can talk on that.
Yes, sir. Can you just explain the reason for the sudden fall in index today?
See, sudden fall. See, it's already. If you look at this, the challenge. I'll tell you once again. See, the fall was already there here. If you remember yesterday also in the video I had told you, see, this is a bearish engulfing, okay, which means it has come down. So there is no reversal sign in Nifty. If you look at Bank Nifty, the scenario is little different. Here, this is a bearish engulfing, which is a reversal on the negative side. This is a bullish engulfing, which actually negates that entire thing. But that means here there is a resistance. Here you can consider it as a support. Only if this is breached, there could be a bigger fall. And only if this is breached, there could be a bigger up move. Here it can be in this range. So this is for Bank Nifty. Okay, for Nifty, what has happened is this is an important trend line. We went and actually were above this. We have breached this particular trend line. So that means this is actually already negative. Now that we have actually taken support and moved up, now it was looking good, but what has happened, it has given something like a false breakout has been false. Now this breakdown, we need to see what actually is going to happen. You look at this, in the last 3 days, market has been in this range. It is between 17,520 on the lower side and 17,580 on the upside. So today on the open itself, it was a breakout. Okay. but that breakout has failed. And then it has actually fallen down quite a lot. So overall, what actually has happened is this particular fall, what we have seen is huge in very short span of time. Look at this. In 2 days, there is a fall of more than 500, and the third day fall also, if I consider more than from 18,000 level to 17,350 level. Okay, so almost around 650 points move has come within 2.5 days, right? Now this is huge. That means that there's big selling which is definitely there, big volume, very short span. So now at the same time there was a big up move also, and this is mainly because this level was breached. If you remember in the weekly video I had talked to you that 17,500 for this week is very important, because that is where the put riders are actually active. So since that got breached, the put writers actually became more active and they pushed the prices higher. And they took the price higher. Yesterday, it was still struggling. But anyway, we were expecting that that is going to break and start moving up. Today, though it went up, it has failed here. See, look at this, there was a gap. So remember, I was talking to you about 17,710. If you see, it went a little bit ahead of that and then it failed. So that is a big problem. That means that bears are still active and they are not ready to take the market on the higher side. Krishnappanji, we will take something next time, because already 1 hour is done. We will take all these other things in the next week. If I actually we can take this itself as a separate session, and we can do what happens in the F&O rollover, what exactly happens and all. We can discuss in detail there. Okay. Okay. So any other further questions, guys? If there's any question, you can ask me. If there's nothing else, I think we can wind off the session right now. I hope all of you have enrolled. Whoever has not enrolled, you can use the link to enroll. If you don't have the link, I'll actually share you the link also. I'll share you the link for whoever is actually have not done the enrollment part. You can do that, so you can be a part of this.
Sir, our group will be the same one which we are having right now, or you will be making another
No,
group?
separate. Right now, I have sent all of you separately only, right? So you will be getting a separate group. Okay. Okay, guys, then see you then. Catch up with you on the next meeting. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.